Um, are we online? Let me check. For live. Um, 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 um. Where is YouTube Radio Studio? Here. Okay, we're live. Now I can see it. Okay, let's just recheck if the song is too loud because last time it was way too loud. So let me just get that right. I didn't have still time to manage my stream layout. I'm hoping to rework my logo soon enough I will. 1 2 3 3 3 4 test. Let me one. Okay, so we can't hear my desktop audio for some reason. Okay, so we can't hear my desktop audio for some reason. Okay, it's way too. Okay, it's way too. Okay, it's way too. Okay, it's way too. Okay, I think that's good. So then mute this, not mute the stream, but okay. Ooh, we're back. So let me turn the music on from the start now. It's about around negative 31 decibels. Okay. So I did some progress. As you can see, I'm not working on Sprite anymore. I'm working on Flash. I traced most of my frames, most of the keyframes, and also it took me a little bit longer than expected because just didn't just trace it. I also fixed a lot of proportion and anatomy stuff. I didn't draw the horns because they are really boring to draw and difficult without rotating the canvas, so I'm leaving them for last because I love myself. But like, what happened before, for example, if I try to, let's say I wanted to pick up a sheep in this frame. Okay, so I'm like, oh, next frame I think I'm gonna make a frame where she's just a little bit bigger, but I don't have to redraw it. Before, I will have a huge problem because the pixels will get out clustered and blurry, and it will look really bad, and we'll have to redraw it again. And now I can just make it bigger, and see, the pixels are almost identical because it's vector based now. So yeah, that's a Rouge Pro. I tried to fix some anatomy stuff. If you can see there, her lips were pretty fucked up there, and she was had like a really dull expression. Now she's a bit more lively, more happy. Okay, that's the same frame. I tried to remove her upper lip just for, I don't know, aesthetic reasons. I didn't. Let me remove her upper lip right there also. Should. Oh, good. Okay. Next frame. What else? What else? I fixed her chest. There were a lot of problems with her chest in the last animation, and also some inconsistencies. For example, that wristband of her shirt had sometimes she was or I made her some friends wearing Glover and others she wasn't, and also this thing that did like something like this, like on some frames like that. Oh, whoops. And then others I didn't. So yeah, and it's better without because the less detail her body has, it's easier for me to animate. I'm no professional animator, by the way. I'm just like doing stuff. So, and for example, this chair, I don't have to redraw it again. I can just copy it, go to the next frame, add a frame to my foreground, and I will just Control V, move it right there, and I can scale it up a bit. And it's, whoops. Oh, great. See? Not that hard. But I'm not going to do that right now because I wanna first draw every. I should have also. Okay, never mind. But it will be not. It won't be a rush problem. But I should like finish out the frames. You know, key frames, color them, shade them. Then I start to draw the in betweens. For example, like this one, which is just a rescale because I won't have to do the all coloring and shading again. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Now I don't know if I start drawing the in-betweens of this scene because right now it's pretty like chunky, if I say so. It's at 24 frames FPS, so see it's a bit chunky, so we need like some 5 more frames I think to smooth it out. And also there's this scene right here where like the cover goes up to show the guy picking a card and put it back so she can read it. And this scene I also have to I had to finish this one, so I just can move her up so the hand can appear and I can do the animation stuff. And this right here, it's gonna give me a headache because look, it's a very extreme motion. You know, this is font A. Whoops, can draw there. So like, the hand is here, and it has to go there, but it goes at the way the Wurzel did. It just goes, you know. I don't have like some art in between. So yeah, I'm gonna have to draw an arm starting to go something like there, and then the arm in the middle. We can do like some animation trick, for example, bouncing. So I can do like this, and then this, and then this, and then the arm will be. Ooh, I have to get it back. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, but not a problem that I can't resolve. But anyway, it's gonna be a bit hard. Not hard, but time consuming to do that also. And anything else from me? I think I'm gonna draw the background now. Finishing up the foreground, like those books and the table. Or I can. I don't want to like. I want to finish the foreground first before I move because this seems like static. I just have to create a motion twin where she goes up. But for me to do that, I want to finish up everything to now. So from here now, I want to finish everything up, and then add some in betweens. But I don't want to add like what happens. If I add a in between, for example, I decide to make it like smaller or bigger, I will have also to adjust at the table and the books and the stuff at the foreground. And if I do that before, I'm gonna probably run more trouble than if I do it later. So that's why I'm not doing like I did before. That was what just adding her in betweens and leaving the rest like for planning. Try to plan a bit more now. Try to plan the animation a bit more now, so I don't run so many problems later. So what I have to do now is draw this scenery, which I will have to create a reference image for because I don't remember exactly how it should be. And I have to draw those books, which will not be a problem at all. And the table. The table will also not be a problem. And this tower gets like huge, like really huge tower deck, so I have to chunk it. I had to make it a little bit smaller. But since we're Flash right now, and everything is vector based, will not have such a problem. The chair I don't need to draw it again because as you can see it's the same chair, so it'll be very easy to just like shoo. Anything else? Here's the easy scene because there's almost nothing on the table. And turn this layer off. See, almost nothing. Just the table here, crossing her line, and there the curtains. But I won't animate it. I just gonna paint it. So that's nice. And also I want to like I will do the horns of course, but I want to make those details at her clothes, but I don't want to draw them frame by frame because of the problem is the spots, and I don't have like to keep rechecking. So my plan is to color her, like finish the animation, finish everything, the detail stuff, and then add some the color. I'm gonna try to make some tweaks and gimmicks so to try to make my life better. But for example, as you can see, what I was talking about fixing, I was just drawing over because as you can see here, this is her accent. The breast goes here, and like it's very one of her breasts. I made it like a lot bigger here, a lot smaller than it should be. I was just trying to follow up Wilton's, but it's a lot of anatomical errors. For example, look where her tits are. Look, they are. That's my brush. My brush is here. They're so low, like so low, and they are not. Whoops, I can draw. Okay, but they are not that low. So what I did, brought them up, so they can feel a little bit more natural. And try to not make it over the breast because I will try to do that with the shading, which I don't know how I will do it yet. What else? I think I made also her expression. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I made her expression. Oops, I forgot to color here. That's a bad mistake by me. And I think I will not keep like the lines black. After I think I will recolor it for something like reddish or brownish to keep the color warm. I don't know, I think it looks nice when it's like that. BRB, I'll be right back, I need to go to the bathroom. Oi! Okay, I'm back. So one other thing I wanted to address, because like I'm saying that I need to save time and everything, but I'm not like doing motion twins. So what? But I don't wanna do motion twins in this animation because it would look very natural the way it was set up. That's why. So I will do everything frame by frame, which I really hope is the last time I do this stuff because I'm not an animator. I can do I can do H keys, I can do illustrations, I can do paintings. I can do animations, but I don't like animating. It's like I really don't like it. It's not fun for me, and it's not something I would like to work with anymore. That's why I quit animating so long ago. So next time, no animations from me. I can do VFX. I don't care. Like I care. It's not my forte, but I can do. I can like get around with VFX pretty well. But like frame by frame animations, not my cup of tea. Just isn't. I find very boring and not rewarding at all. Because what animation is to tell a story, right? And some people love to animate, like they draw a lot, but I like to take my time drawing, like, whoops, my line's red. I like to take my time in, and if I want to do something, I want to do it good. And for me to animate like in a pro level, I will have to do that a lot, and I can, really. I know I can reach there, but I don't want to. It's not something I want to work with, not something to do. But what is my scope is like 3D animation, maybe. I would like to learn to model first, which is what I'm doing right now, trying to learn to model. And after I finish learning to model still life, like cups and backgrounds, I want to learn modeling first, just so I can like when I have to make some design poster or something, or mocap or some mockups, I can just make a 3D model of it, which will be much faster and look a lot nicer than like trying to make a mockup in Photoshop, which sometimes works really well and other times doesn't. So, and also it's not very reliable. Sometimes you can't find what you're searching, and you have to do the mockup itself, and it takes a lot more time to get it right. If you like do it in 2D to try to imitate a 3D mockup than if you do like directly in 3D. So that's why I want to learn 3D to make my life as a designer easier. But also because I find it fun, like moving vertices to create forms, rendering. I find a lot of fun, like where the light will go, how the lights work, planning the scene, making the camera adjustments and everything. I find 3D very fun. I don't find 2D animation very fun. And then it doesn't make 3D. Whoops! I think it happened an accident right here, a car crash. No worries, it always happens in my neighborhood. So yeah, they will call 911 and everything will be alright. The problem is, although it's like less, it's easier to make it look right. I believe. I don't know. I never made anything in my life, so I really have no bias on that. But I'm messing a lot my lines right now. I don't know why. But it's like it requires a more powerful setup than what I have got. It requires a better computer, just so it can be faster, to render and calculate the lighting and stuff. Why my lines are so bad? Let me use a light tool. I should use it when we start, right? But I'm gonna pick up the pen tool and just do it with this. But I forgot where I was going. Whoops! Why did it do that? Weird. What? 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 I like it doesn't work. This vector, this pen tool doesn't work like Illustrator. I'm so disappointed. I'm gonna have a red headache trying to figure how this stuff works. Uh, but yeah, animation, 2D animation, not something I wanna work with anymore. Not that I work that much, I'm just doing this once, but I really hope to never do it again. What is happening? Wait. Okay. But VFX is also not. I really don't like. I used to love editing it, you know. I did videos for YouTube and stuff. I love to, but it just doesn't. Right now, I just find boring, very boring. VFX also like After Effects and stuff. If it's not a quick scene, I will find very boring to do. The only thing that doesn't get me bored is drawing and modeling for now. Otherwise, I do if I need to, like if I anything, of course I would do. I don't really, it's just not like I'm complaining or anything, really not. I'm just stating what I really feel right now, and I won't know it, that I felt that way if I didn't try to do it. So yeah, everything is a learning experience, you know. It's good to try new stuff out. I was a little bit skeptical, but with the video, for example, but it's going so well right now. It's gonna be amazing when it comes out, I promise that. And also I learn a bit more myself what I want to do with my life, and question of how I want to work. I was like really thinking about it recently if I want to be like an entrepreneur and build my own design, my own, you know, what's the term called? Um, Not freelance, small company. I want to make my own small design company or work like stuff. And but I as much as I don't know if I like to manage because I never really manage stuff. No, truly managing. Of course, I manage my time. I have timers and stuff. Sometimes I can't go with by, but I always try to follow my timers. And but why is the light so cranky? I really don't know why it's happening. This is happening. Let me choose. We should have been to try to fix it. Okay, that works. Now I have to make this look like a pile of books, which it doesn't very much right now, which is nice. But because I found this out recently. How do you pronounce that? Recently. But anyway, that I really don't like doing, for example, visual identity. I do it for myself if I have to, and sometimes I do it for like friends, but it's not something I feel compelled to do. And if I even let's say if I do a good one, I draw a good visual identity, I don't feel like compelled. I don't feel satisfied as a starving artist or anything. It doesn't feel good to do it. It doesn't feel bad, but I don't feel accomplished doing it. I just feel like, yeah, easy work, just like that, get that done and stuff. And usually it's so minimalist and simple, and I like simple in design, more less is more. But there is also part of me that wants to be like really draw complex stuff. I like drawing buildings. I like drawing motorcycles. I like drawing complex forms in 3D forms. That's why I think I will be 3D will be a better path for me. That's recently I find that I like that more than like I like drawing, but not drawing simple things. And logos, you have to be simple because you you can't like do something really extravagant unless the client really wants you to do it. If anyone's a designer, I don't suggest doing that because it will make your life a living hell because of the reduction problems. And if they approve it, it will be like, hey, let's do this logo, and you like show a really complex logo, and they were like, oh, that's amazing, and then you try to print it, and the printing will not. If you want to make like a really good printing, it will cost a lot more than it should because you have a lot of more details to print out, and normal printers can't like print small details. So yeah, you put yourself in a corner, and it's a lot, and it will be a lot likely that you won't be able to convince otherwise. It will be a headache, and I like to draw. I liked it so much that my first logos were complex. The logo that I was using before for TTT Baltar, it was still pretty complex. That's why I stopped using it because, for example, first the stream, I can reduce it to fit the frames. That's why I have to rework it. For my site also it wasn't working very well with the rest because I tried to make everything simpler and the logo was way too complex, so yeah. Although it's flexible, it's not a good a stylish choice. It's not a good, maybe it's a good stylish choice, but it's not a nice designer's choice because man, you can't reduce it, you can't print it, and it gives a lot of headache. And the thing about logos is like it has to be recognized. I really don't know how to spell recognizable. Recognizable. Oh, English is playing me now. Sorry about that. But yeah, I have to rework on that. I think I will rework on it. If not today, this weekend. My week's been so busy, like trying to adjust stuff and recovering. I am also 100% now, very close. I got my drawing skills, quote unquote, back because I wasn't drawing like a lot of I was drawing a lot, scrap that, but I wasn't studying, and when you don't study, you get crusty. And that was very bad for me. So now I'm getting back, and that tower deck is huge. Why, Wilton? Why you made it that huge? Let me get it smaller for you. I think that's small enough. I believe. Hear me. If she called her name, would she hold? Oh no, I'm drawing a card to my player. No. Control X. Control Shift V. Yes. And now we just, oh, it's blocked. Now we block the layer, and everything will be alright. Layers very important, otherwise they will give you headaches. And I want to, I think I will be, like, school be off till August. I want to use that time to, like, I don't know, I want to finish what I already started, but I don't want to start any new work with a new client. That was a mistake that I was doing. I already fixed it because whoops, what? Flash, hello, Flash. Flash have forsaken me. Do I save and try to reopen Flash? Do I wait? What should I do? No, I'm gonna make a new file. Save as. G2 come home. I think Pick a Killer in 3D or 2 weeks more. I can finish this. I will wrap up this video out by next Friday. I believe I can do that. At least the last 2 scenes. This was the final scene, but I also have to work on the bow down scene. Just make some small adjustments. Sorry, I'm a bit. I got a cold, a tick, or the poo, something like that. But yeah, oh, I know what happens. It's on scene 1. You just have to go back. Can I go back? Okay, Flash stop responding. Terrific. I want to finish reading some books. I want to get my painting skills to the next level also. And the thing is, I also don't want to become a generalist, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. I want to be like master at least 2 trades, but not jack all them away. And that's what I've been doing, you know. I know how to like bookbind. I know how to make visual identity for companies. I know how to make packaging design. I know how to make what else? Picture books, comics, illustrations, paintings, and posters. And I don't want to be. I want to, of course, I want to still keep my skills, but I want to get really good at least one thing, like really good. I think that's better. That gives focus really good. You don't need to be a master of all things, but you have to know it all. Sorry about my babbling. Flash isn't cooperating. I'm gonna close it. I really hope I have to close it. Well, I think that was the report stream. I hope everyone's doing well, and we'll see you probably Sunday. I'll pretend to do a stream Sunday to compensate for this one's just showing the overall progress. I had still to figure some stuff out from Flash, and then if I do it on stream, it will be a very boring stream to watch. So yeah, I did like 11 frames, and I drew all the fortune teller frames. I adjust the camera, and I start doing the foreground. Next, I will try to tomorrow, I think, or no, tonight. Correct answer. Tonight, I will paint the background for this one, and I believe I will start. I can wrap up. I want to also wrap up the foreground, and then see how it goes till frame 11. Start adding some in betweens here and there, and after that, I will start working on the layer frames. Yeah, that's my plan. So yeah, take good care everybody, see ya!